Well, Mr. Johnson's been out of work for quite some time, and the family is facing a possible eviction from their home. They heard about Interfaith Community Services through their faith organization. So Mrs. Johnson called here at the East Side office, and we spoke for a little while, and I found that her address was closer to the Northwest Side office. So I gave her the phone number and advised her to call the Northwest Side office and share with them the information she'd given me for help.
Okay, and your name, please?
When the Johnson family called, I was so thankful that I could take their name and number and tell them to stay by their phone because we'll be calling them back shortly with the details.
Hi, I work in the front office. I do intakes. We've been helping the Johnson family. We've just found that they qualify for rent and utilities. I was lucky to inform them they also have younger children who qualify for the Gifts of Love program at Christmas time. And what we do is I get all their information, we clear it with the caseworkers, and then we schedule their appointment and tell them what they need to bring with them. Just happy to help a nice family.
After they received some financial assistance, they sent the Johnson family over to our food bank. I took the time to get them enrolled into our system and explain the process in terms of getting food.
And then they came to me, where they went through our line to choose the food that they wanted that their family could use. In addition to the canned goods and box goods, we also had fresh produce for them. And we had some meat, and we also had some drinks or desserts that they could choose from. And they were really pleased about all of the supplies that they got that they really wanted. On the way out, Mr. Johnson said he'd like to get a job because he didn't have a job, so we handed them over to, gave him a brochure or a flyer for the resource center and sent them over to the resource center.
So Mr. Johnson came to the Resource Center for some help. He had been looking for work for a while and didn't have much success. And he had a resume, so he had done some work beforehand, but the resume needed some fine-tuning. So when he came in here, we kind of helped him fine-tune that, and we were looking for jobs online for him. We found a pretty good job, and as with most jobs these days, it requires a pretty lengthy online application. So I assisted him with that. He applied for the job and was called for an interview shortly thereafter, was given an offer, and accepted the offer. So one of the roadblocks that he had during his job search was that he was taking care of his mother, and his mother needed transportation. So that was a deterrent for him being able to get around and be flexible. So I recommended to him that he get in touch with caregiving services to find some transportation for his mother.
The Johnson family could not provide for the needs of Grandma Johnson due to their circumstances, and so I went to her house to do an assessment. I provided her with a pamphlet that gives our services and also the services provided by other agencies in the community in case we could not meet all of her needs. I then, using a pretty detailed questionnaire, assessed her physical, mental health needs and her medications, her home equipment, all of this to get an idea of if we could safely provide for her, and we determined that she could definitely use mobile meals and transportation and a friendly visitor.
I found out that Grandma Johnson needed help arranging some transportation to the doctor and grocery store, so I helped set those appointments up, or rides up. And she's now looking forward to the handy helpers coming to her home to do some minor home repair.
We're the handy helpers, and we got a call from Grandma Johnson saying that she needed some assistance with how she gets around, since she's not able to walk very well. She has to use a wheelchair. So we got over to her house and found out that if we built a ramp so that she didn't have to worry about going up and down the stairs, that it would help her facilitate getting in and out of the house a lot better. So we got the materials and built her a ramp, and she was so excited that we were able to help her out.
And through our talks with her, she emphasized how happy she was to be getting mobile meals.
Well, here we are at Grandma Johnson's. It's Wednesday, and we're delivering her a meal, a mobile meal from Health South, and she's able to stay in her own house because of this, and she gets some good nutrition out of it.
We're glad to be part of the ICS family of volunteers, helping people to live stable and independent, healthy lives. Please consider joining us in the volunteers.